Well, thanks everybody for letting me come up here and say a few words. So if everybody, I think everybody knows that it's the Army's birthday today. I think we made that clear. And there's a ton of folks from the 10th Mountain Division that are down in Washington, D.C., or they would have been here. And the first person I could think of that really emphasized that is General Naumann. He really wanted to be here for this rededication, and I'm really proud to be able to stand here on his behalf and represent the 10th Mountain Division for him. So, Mr. Joe Butler, sir, thank you for your kind words. Senator Walczyk, Assemblyman Gray, Assemblyman Blankenbush, Mayor Campo-Pierce, thank you so much for supporting the division through this wonderful community. And really, I'm truly honored to preside over this rededication of Honor the Mountain Monument, which is great to see the wonderful motto we all enjoy at 10th Mountain Division, Climb to Glory, right there on the side of it. It's really amazing to be part of it here in Thompson Park. This monument is a wonderful representation of how the North Country and the city of Watertown specifically are so deeply linked and integrated with the 10th Mountain Division and Fort Drum. And I've really enjoyed my role as the Garrison Commander to be able to represent Fort Drum to the community and see how all of that works together, and really all of the leadership here that is steadfast as the military changes leaders in and out. You are really the ones that establish a lot of consistency for us. The people of this wonderful community have done so much to host and serve our military community, and many to serve in the military themselves. Your steadfast support to our soldiers, families, and civilians should be commended and recognized as much as we possibly can. We cannot thank you enough. This ceremony cannot be on a better day or during a better year as we mark a series of milestones for the Army, the Division, and Fort Drum. First, today is the Army's 250th birthday. Today marks 250 years since our Army formed defending our people. Inspiring the motto, "This will defend." It is a reminder that the Army's purpose remains timeless, to fight and win our nation's wars in defense of our nation and its ideas. The Army's birthday marks the occasion to celebrate a deep and timeless identity of the United States, and that our Army is older than our great country. This means that our Army established that foundation of courage, bravery, duty, and the notion that people answer the call to defend those in need. It reminds us that people will answer the call and that the Army will remain a steadfast, reliable, immovable foundation for the defense of the Constitution and the people of the United States. When we talk about answering the call, many of you know we had a recruiting problem a couple years ago, and really this year we've already met our recruiting goals. And a lot of that is based on these communities that are encouraging people to serve in many ways. The Army's origin story and the history is impressive, but it's comprised of thousands of stories of individuals doing amazing acts of courage, love, showing grit and dedication under the most trying of circumstances, of combat circumstances. And I think it's an amazing gift in this community and to Fort Drum to have somebody like Hilton, 100 years young, that has witnessed these things, been in these places, and that you could be here today, sir, is just an amazing gift to all of us. And thank you for coming out here and cutting some cake here in a little bit. Across Fort Drum, many of our roads are named after significant battles in the history of the 10th Mountain Division that occurred over 80 years ago since the division was first stood up, as Kent covered, as Mr. Joe Butler covered. And we really first stood up the division in the growth of World War II. So names like Belvedere, Poe Valley, and Riva Ridge are all roads, among many others, on Fort Drum. The attack on Riva Ridge took the Germans by surprise, which led to the successful capture of Mount Belvedere by dawn the following day. The soldiers prevailed, and eventually they took part in the Poe Valley breakout, sending the enemy in full retreat. The 10th Mountain Division is credited with having destroying 5 German divisions after 114 days of combat. And this amazing perseverance of combat action by the division is codified in our motto, Climb to Glory. Many of the battles fought in northern Italy were characterized by perseverance, to keep moving, keep climbing, don't stop. There's a rallying cry to get to the high ground, keeping your eyes facing up until you get to the top, right? That's the return to that motto. The division created a legacy in its early years through the brave action of the division's warriors in one of the toughest tests of World War II, men like Hilton right here. But it was also the World War II veterans of this great division that helped preserve the heritage of the 10th Mountain as it reactivated here at Fort Drum in 1984, over 40 years ago. Many know the story of Senator Bob Dole's efforts to include the mountain name in the 10th Division, based on his honorable service as a 10th Mountain soldier. Many other names that we are familiar with, Hayes, McGrath, Monty, these are all names that represent the legacy of this great division. So Major General Naumann has themed this year as linking the legacy through these three important milestones: 250 years of the Army, 80 years of the division, and 40 years on Fort Drum. Our legacy, and by our, I mean everyone that has supported our Army, everyone that has served in the 10th Mountain Division, and everyone that has supported Fort Drum in any way. Our legacy is truly represented by this monument you see here today, a monument that resides in a park in our community where it truly belongs. So anyone and everyone can share in this legacy. So thousands upon thousands of people have contributed to Fort Drum over the last 40 years, and all of you have made the North Country a great place for our storied division to reside. And the North Country is such a great place that military members and retirees continue to want to stay here after their service in the division. And that's really what linking the legacy is all about. So thank you to the city of Watertown and this entire community for keeping this monument in the state and place it should be. The monument itself depicts these milestones, including activation, reactivation, and it's all a great testament to linking the legacy. Linking the legacy to all we do in support of the Army, the 10th Mountain Division, and Fort Drum. So thank you, and climb to glory.